Hello and welcome back to Method of the Meadness. What am I going to do with this oxidized mead? Hi there, I'm Burley Mullins, and as you saw from that intro, I'm going to figure out what to do with this mead that I just sort of opened and let sit for a bit too long. I make mead a lot faster than I drink it. So, this is a problem that I do run into occasionally. So what I'm going to do with this particular batch is I'm going to make some mead vinegar. It's pretty common to have like cider and wine turned into vinegar, beer, malt vinegar, red wine vinegar, balsamic vinegar, cider vinegar. And so what that process is inoculating an alcoholic beverage with Acetobacter, bacteria that converts oxygen and alcohol into acetic acid, which is the main component of vinegar. Now there's a few ways to do this that I've seen online. One is to cover it with cheesecloth and sort of let it sit out, shaking it occasionally to get some aeration in there. This process takes months to do it that way and is not guaranteed to get a good result. The second way is to get your hands on a vinegar mother, which is just a disc of Acetobacter ready to go. This is the most foolproof way to do it, but it's kind of hard to get your hands on. You have to order it online typically or go to a specialty store, and I did not have time for that. The other way is to get raw unfiltered vinegar that has vinegar mother in it, and it will actually be noted on the label that it has the mother in it. And that is basically just a colony of Acetobacter that is dormant a lot of the ways that yeast is dormant if you do not shock it, pasteurize it, or introduce preservatives to stop it from multiplying, and can come back. Or we hope so. This should be a relatively foolproof way to do this. But this is my first time doing it, so time will tell. I looked online, and there are several recipes telling you how to introduce this raw apple cider vinegar into your mead to make this happen at various concentrations, from just a couple teaspoons per bottle to as much as a quarter of the final mass being apple cider vinegar. I'm just gonna eyeball it in this pint, bigger than pint, much bigger than pint, quart, mason jar. And so we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you updated. This will probably be a multi-part video, and if it fails, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna make a video about it. We'll learn along the way together. Plus I get a couple of bottles out of this. A little bit of activity in this one. Alright, so before I add the vinegar into it, I'm going to give it a quick shake to oxygenate it as much as possible. Kind of the exact opposite way that you want to finish treated mead typically. Now I'm probably not going to film this next bit, but basically every time I walk past this mason jar, I'm going to give it a swirl, try and get more oxygen into it. And try and really give this its best possible chance to flourish and become vinegar. I've never tasted mead vinegar. I assume it'll be fairly similar to a white wine vinegar, at least for this particular recipe. I don't know. But we'll find out together. Now I've shaken this up prior to filming to get as much of the Acetobacter in suspension as possible. I, again, don't know if that was the right thing to do or not. Now I've got some cheesecloth to keep the bugs out, but to keep the Acetobacter in. I do not know if this... Oh, that worked lovely. Okay, so what I've done is I've put the cheesecloth on the mason jar and just sort of put 1/2 of the lid on it. I've also sanitized everything. I assume, just like with making mead, making vinegar requires heavy levels of sanitation, because we really just want the Acetobacter in here. Now this is currently alcoholic and it's going to become acidic, even more acidic going forward, but you know, you can't be too careful with little microbes on the loose. Now, if this is successful, a disc of Acetobacter colony will form on the top, and that can be retrieved to be a vinegar mother for future vinegars, so you don't have to rely on apple cider vinegar to get you started every single time. Now I know this is a particularly short video, and I've been a bit busy lately, so I haven't been, you know, putting out as much content as I have been these past few months. But I'll get back to it. Life just has a way of getting in the way of things. I'm Burley Mullins, this has been Method to the Meadness, and I'll keep you up to date on this. If you like what you see here, remember to like the video, comment, subscribe, you know, do all the things that they say makes the algorithm happy. Do keep coming to the comments. While the channel is small, I can interact with all of them. I do read every single one of them at this point in time, and I hope to continue to be able to at least read all of the comments going forward, but for now I'm able to interact with every single one that comes in. If you have a pop culture mead you'd like to see me try and recreate, or even if you are doing a recipe of your own and want to tell me about it, please come to the comments. I love all of these things. I've been Burley Mullins, and this has been Method to the Meadness. Although, vinegar this time.